Hello everybody. I hope you're all well. I'll probably come on later on and do a proper live stream, but I just wanted to jump on real quick and tell you about something I've been journaling on, something that I've been working on quite a lot, because more recently I've been very much results orientated, very much action based, much more so than ever really before. And I think that just has come from a place of a complete everything, all the years of all just like clicked, and it's made a huge difference. But what I wanted you guys to realize is that even though I'm a very much an action-based person and very much a results-based person and all about pushing that and all about trying to make that happen for anybody, hello, I don't know who's just jumped on, but say hello. And very much that's that sort of person, that I've now realised that there's something else that is also really, really important, and it's not just about doing it, it's about being it. And you can't, you focus so much on doing. How am I going to do this? How am I going to get there? What do I need to do in order to do this? Or what do I need to do in order to get that result or the outcome? That is kind of the thought process that we go down, right? And what I realised is it's not about doing at all. It's not about doing it. It's about being it. It's about becoming that. And that is the most incredible and liberating sort of feeling, because you can be that at any moment. You can make that decision at any time to become what you're doing. And I'm not saying do it, like be that. I'll give you an example for like health, okay? Like if you're going to do like a 30-day healthy living sort of thing, why do it for 30 days? What's the point? Like, yes, do it to get into the habit. I understand the psychological concept to it, but if you're going to make a decision to lose weight, be healthy, have more energy, then why would you just commit to doing that for 30 days? Why don't you become that person that has more energy, that is a healthy person, until you are doing it where it's become part of your lifestyle, that you don't need to think about it? Then what's the point? If you're not going to do it for life, why waste your time? If it's not something, and I'm not saying like cut all out certain food groups and don't do XYZ, I'm saying until it's become part of your lifestyle where you just don't even think about it, healthy living is what you do, it's what you eat, breathe, sleep. When you go to out for dinner and you're going to set the menu, you don't even consider the crap. It's who you are to be that person. Then until you're in that place, then you're not actually doing it. There's no point. So if you're going to make any decision, make sure you make a decision that is going to be a lifelong decision, and become that person. Become the person that eats that way. Become the person that gets those results. Become the person that's successful. Be that person, and be that person across board. And I'm talking about all your areas of your life, because gone are the days where successful people are not healthy, or gone are the days where the successful people are sat eating masses of steak and loads of fried food. It just doesn't happen. It really doesn't happen, because successful people, success breeds success, and they are successful across most of the areas of their life. They'll tend to eat very, very healthy. They tend to work out because they understand how important it is to move your body. They tend to eat really healthy because they understand how important it is to look after your health. They tend to do a lot of mindset work, a lot of personal development. Find a successful person that doesn't read a book, or doesn't listen to audios, or doesn't learn from somebody else. Or find a successful person that doesn't have a coach or a mentor or somebody that's guiding them. You don't. Success breeds success. They have different areas of success in their life, and they master all of them. And that's what happens, because they become a person that makes that decision to be successful in every area of their life. And the reason that a lot of if it just doesn't happen, but if somebody was to, let's just say, if you're in a place right now where there's a part of your life, there's an area of your life, whether you're wanting to lose weight, or whether you're wanting to kick up on your business, whatever it is, you need to, I just need some water. You need to make that decision to be that become that person that takes ownership for it. And there's so much on this, how do I do this, or how do I strategize this, or how do I strategize that? It's like easy. The strategy is easy. Like, you could use a bit of logical sense, and it's great. People can sell a program on how to strategize. fantastic. That's a great way to make money. But you need to become it. You can essentially just make that decision in your head. You can buy all the courses in the world on how to strategize. You can buy all the supplements in the world and become, eat healthy. You can buy every single juice cleanse that's coming about, if that's what it is you want. If I'm kind of going on the sort of health thing because it's easy to, a lot of people kind of resonate with that, and I know I'm aware that not everybody's in business, or if it's a career-based thing, it's slightly different. But ultimately, like, you just need to make that decision to become really fucking good at that area, and do it to a point where you don't even need to think about it anymore. It's not even you need to be so ingrained and so programmed to be that way. You need to become that person always. So don't worry about how, don't worry about the strategy. The how just happens. It just seems to happen on its own. It just works, okay? What you don't always tend to do is become it. Your identity is what is going to make you up level. It's going to make you grow, because that's what you need. You need to be that person. You need to feel that person. You need to step into that person. You need to be that person when you wake up in the morning. Like, for me, when I wake up in the morning, I know what I'm, I know who I am. I know what I'm becoming. I know what I'm creating. I do it every single day. My morning routine, and I said it so many times, and I will check in with you guys at some point and tell you what my new morning routine is, because it's absolutely freaking epic. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a miracle morning person, okay? And I keep saying that because I don't like to talk about morning routine, but I think having something in the morning is great. But I tend to do all this throughout the day, and I'm back on my journaling for the second time today already, and this is kind of what's made me do this. So, but like my routine, my daily routine is what I do throughout the day generally, is absolutely freaking epic, and that's because I created that success habit. I created it. I decided that I'm not going to just condense all my mindset work until in the morning and then forget it for the rest of the day. Like, or I know I'm going to do all my mindset work in the morning and then expect to want to take action throughout the day. Just doesn't work like that. That's not how it works. So you have to be. I become the person that does the mindset work 4-5 times a day. That spends 4-5 hours a day minimum on mindset work, because I know internally it's going to create my external. And the people that are close to me know some of the exciting work that I've got lined up and different things that are happening, and something else overnight as well. So it's really, really, really amazing to be in that place, to do that thing, and to become that person. Make it part of who you are, make that your identity. And I promise you, with everything that you've got, with everything that I have, that you will see such different results if you make the decision to become it and not to do these things. Make the decision to be the person that does those things as opposed to just doing them. Because when you anchor that in your head, that you are that person, and write those belief systems out every freaking day. Like, my journal is full of it. Like, I would have it all the time. Like, no one reads this journal. It's so important to me. I've actually had to get another journal because I've now got this thing where I match all my journals. So I'm going to have, like, when I'm like 97 years old, I'm going to have like full black binded journals like this. But it comes everywhere with me. And ultimately, like, all the time, I'll rewrite my belief systems, because that's so important. So I will anchor them. I'll anchor them to music, I'll anchor them to whatever. But for me, I know how important it is. And those sorts of things you do, generally you work with a coach to do those sorts of things, to learn how to anchor, because it's just what I can't sit and anchor something for you as a group or collectively. It just doesn't work like that, okay? I can tell you how to do it, but you tend to work one-to-one or one-to-an intense group with how to really go in depth with it. So I'll keep it quite general on Facebook Live, because otherwise your mind will be like, phew. But ultimately, that is what I'll do. And I'll write my belief systems out every single day, probably about 3 times a day. I'll write pages and pages and pages and pages about what I believe, what I choose to believe, who I am. And then I don't even need to think about it. Like, now I don't even need to think about what I need to do to run my business. Before, I'd be like, okay, so what do I need to do this? What do I need to do here? How do I need to do that? How do I strategize that? Okay, granted, I have a coach and she helps me strategize. That's easy, that's done, right? But I've become that by changing my identity, by changing who I am and what I choose to do, and who that person, who this version of me who she is and how she chooses to go forward. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys today, because I think it's really, really, really important that you kind of understand that doing the work is not all it is cracked up to be, but becoming the person that is successful, that becoming that person who does that work without even thinking, that is what is going to take you, like skyrocket you to the stratosphere. Because I promise, when you become that person that does these things without even thinking, because you've created those habits over and over and over again, you will be absolutely amazing. Anyway, I need to go because I've got my little boy here with me in the office, so we're just chilling and sleeping. I gotta work, but I wanted to check in with you guys because I've just been doing some journaling on this, and I really, really just felt totally in flow to be able to do this. Anyway, have an amazing, amazing, amazing Tuesday. Okay, well, it's Wednesday for a start. Okay, see, that's what I'm not even on this planet at the moment. I'm so in my own world. I don't even know what day it is. Okay, so have an amazing Wednesday. I actually thought it was Thursday this morning. Have an amazing day, whatever it is that you're doing. Become and make a decision to become the version of you that completely owns it, that completely does it, that's become, it's become ingrained into who you are. It's like a cell in your body. Mwah. I love you all. Thank you, whether you're live or whether you're sharing the recording or you're on it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have an amazing day.